8 minutes away from work. 8 minutes, I think. Let me guess. I'm a bit tired. I need my coffee to stay awake. I think I need my coffee this morning. Well, I've been having coffee every day, but I need it now. Just to wake up. But I had a good morning. Got up early. As always, did my breathing. I did my cold shower and just the usual stuff. Starting to get used to it with those habits. It kind of become normal. Getting up 6:30 in the morning every Monday to Friday. Weekend, I try to get up a little bit later. I want to have that bit of freedom of sleeping in, but still do my breathing. Good topic. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I just hit the record button again. But things that come out of my mind this morning, it's about creativity. And creativity, it's not just mean of, art, architecture, those kind of things, but it's more in general idea of making something, anything that kind of interests you. I believe that's really important when we actually reach into our age, when you were like late, when we're like early 20s or even mid 20s or even later 20s. I think it's still important to have that feeling of making something rather than just doing something. I'd say that doing and making a little bit different, because by doing something, you're pretty much doing what you need to do regularly. Every day, go to work, I'm doing some work, doing the task I have to do. But when you're making something, you're actually making something from scratch. Something that you don't have to do it, but it's good that you do it. So for my instance, my example will be photography. I started taking, I just bought a camera and then I started taking photos. I'm making something I don't have to do it, but I would love to learn, and it's really fun and makes me feel productive, makes me feel that my mind is actually working rather than, I'm just living a life how it's supposed to be. But actually by making something, you kind of shift that idea that actually, it's not a boring day. I'm actually going out to take some photos and these beautiful views and beautiful, sunset, sunrise. It was a good day. Yesterday I went to Kira Beach and I took some photos. It was awesome, That even a small feeling of, I made something, I actually took some good photos, I actually made something. It's a really good feeling. It's like a feeling that when you're a kid, and when I was a kid too, I used to play Legos, a lot of Legos. Like I used to have blocks and blocks of Legos and used to collect them all, and I used to build for myself and everything. It was fun. And the cardboards, when I say cardboards, when I was in like, grade 2 or something like that, I used to make heaps or something. I don't know, something, just making something. I used to have one of those toy cars, and then you just gotta switch it on, and then the wheel spins, and then it just goes forward. And with the cardboards, I used to make a racetrack out of that with fun, and it was really, when I was a kid, I used to do that. I used to make a lot, but it's normal, and it's for me too that I hate that I actually lost that when I was, when I gradually get older. So for now, I don't do that. Maybe I don't know, maybe I feel embarrassed, or maybe I just don't have time. That's a lame excuse, by the way. I don't have time. I shouldn't say that to myself. Maybe that I just not that interested anymore, but I'm not sure. But just the making something is just losing itself. So when I used to live like this: get up early, go to work, come back and sleep, play game, and go to sleep. I don't feel productive. Like not in a mean that it wasn't a good day or bad day, but I feel like just wasting time. I want to do something now. I just want to make something for myself to make myself, something creative, something happy. That's why I started, doing blog and taking photos, because that's something that interests me. You gotta start somewhere from something that interests you to make something, Sorry, I had a big breakfast. And eventually that interest becomes, you know, you're making something and you realize that actually I really love making this stuff. And eventually that might lead to a business or some sort of side business to something that you love to do and become something more greater. You never know until you try, but you gotta actually make something to ever get to that stage. So that's what I'm trying to find out. I love what I do as being an architect. I really do. You know, that's been my passion and that's been my career that I wanted to be in since I was grade 10 and 11. And I am in. But there's always something that's missing, you know. It's not to mean that, you know, I hate my job, it's I actually love my job. But in the side, I always wanted to do something that, you know, rather than just work and do what I love to do, even though I really love to do, but I do not want to be stuck in the things that are always in a one path. I would love to seek out different paths, find out what interests me to make something, and if I'm, you know, if I become really good at it, I can incorporate that skill into my career. That's what you know, that's my goal. That's what I wanted to do, and it takes time. It's not gonna come straight away to what you wanted to do or what you wanted to make. You know, you just gotta try to find out what suits you, what makes you feel good at what you're making. I'm really kind of feeling not guilty though, but you know, sad that I actually really lost that making part. That, you know, I realize it now, which is good. That's why I wanted to do something, you know. But for the last 10 years, 12 years, I felt sad that I actually lost that. Lost that I actually, you know, the making something. It's actually really important in our lives because it makes us feel kind of a human again, rather than just being a robot of, you know, just, if you're a student, you can relate to yourself, you know, I'm like going to school every day and then just doing the same thing again. It's the same thing. Like if you work, you're doing the same thing again. It becomes like I keep saying this, it becomes like an autopilot kind of a lifestyle. And then you set that as a comfort zone and then you just don't want to get out of it. And the best way, I believe, to get out of it is actually just to start something new very differently. And by doing something differently, I mean just to make something. Doesn't really matter what it is. You can grab your iPhone, take a photo. You can grab like a cardboard and you can make something out of it. You can take some art lessons, crafting lessons. It doesn't really matter what you do. You just got to do something to make something that to show it to someone that, you know, actually made that. You know, I'm posting up photos on Facebook and say, you know, I did that, but I'm not, you know, promoting that, oh, this is what I did. I'm just saying that, oh, this is what I did. I just wanted to show. I'm not going to be ego or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, it's fun. But I believe that we need that in our life just to make something and to make us feel alive again. Not alive, well, we are alive, but make us feel not bored, but actually to find something else rather than taking a one path, but actually to do something. I believe that's how it is. Anyway, just got to work and I'm gonna, it's the gate open, okay, alright. I don't have to. Anyway, peace out and stay sexy, fellas. I hope that's, I don't know if you can see me now. Anyway, peace out and stay sexy, fellas.